Bola Tinubu, àwa ọmọ káàárọ̀ ìdílé ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ sóhun màlúùyá wa. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbẹ̀yìn ìbẹ̀wò jẹ́ ọmọ Adéyẹmọ àtàwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ kọ̀ntínú ó máa padà lẹ́yìn o. Wọ́n ṣe bó ṣe ń ṣe Sunday kòrò. Àlọ́bàlọ́ Bola Tinubu dandan. Àwa ọmọ káàárọ̀ ìdílé ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ sóhun màlúùyá wa. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbẹ̀yìn ìbẹ̀wò jẹ́ ọmọ Adéyẹmọ àtàwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ kọ̀ntínú ó máa padà lẹ́yìn o. Ọlọ́run ló yan Sunday kòrò. Lórúkọ yàgbá wọn máa ran Yorùbá àti fáwọn alálẹ̀ náà oṣù. Ó ṣe jẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀mí sáfọ́ òkun làwọn alájà fún iná tó. Àlọ́ lọ́run ló yan Sunday. Lórúkọ yàgbá wọn Yorùbá àtàwọn ọmọ Yorùbá o. Ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ lórí wa kí kò tó kọ́ni. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pàtó. Gbogbo ìlọ́ba lọ́ba nílẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àrùn. Ẹ torí ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀ mọ̀ sùn. Ẹ dákun ẹ sọ wọ́n ti kó fi Sunday yọ ọlọ́pẹ́. Ẹ ṣàánú ọmọ Yorùbá o. Yorùbá nation yẹn ti gbogbo wa náà ni o. Ikú òkè bí ikú ọmọ Yorùbá o. Àwọn ọmọ káàárọ̀ ẹyẹ òkè bí yáǹjẹ wájú òru àti ibi gan. Sínú Fúlàní pọ̀ wọ́n débi gòkè ìyá wa o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ o ká jíjọ jíjà ń para o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ o ká jíjọ jà fẹ́tọ̀ wa o. Ọlọ́run bá lè tún àṣe tí Yorùbá nation yà ó. Bábí wáyé yọmọlúwa ó, kọ́lé pẹ̀lú níyàn ó. Ọmọ Oòduà lápapọ̀ ó, ẹ jẹ́ ká ronú ó. Báyọ̀ tó ń lo yọ̀ Sunday, ó bàbá Ádámù, ìyá fọmọ Yorùbá. Orúkọ yà fọmọ Yorùbá ó. Orúkọ yà fọmọ Yorùbá.
Orúkọ yà fọmọ Yorùbá o.
Ìbà fọlọ́n tó nẹ́mí. Àfọwọ́gbà àwọn àgbàlagbà.
Ìgbòho ṣá lábàá máa wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Wọ́n bá kí gbogbo ọlẹ́ẹ̀kan sí kẹ́ ẹ̀. Irọ́ àti gbọ́n kankan mọ́ ìdágbọ́ yẹn ti tó for now. Mo kí gbogbo wa. From wherever you have joined us, I welcome you to the conversation. It's still summer. After the winter, ní sin ogbe máa dàrú ní bíbá ilé. Máa kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé àní pẹ́ probably just an hour. In case tá bá tún máa padà wá later. 100 days of President Bola Tinubu. Àti ṣe 100 days báyìí o. The 100 days of the president have already been concluded. So what next after the 100 days? "100 days of the government." Kí lẹ feel? How do we rate Bola Tinubu at 1 to 10? 10 being the lowest. 10 being the highest. And then 1 being the lowest. So, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa fi sí comment section. How do we rate this government? Kí ló dé tẹ́lẹ̀ yóò jókòó dáadáa báyìí? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó fi jókòó dáadáa. I think it's better that way. Kí la máa ṣe rate Bola Tinubu? Tó bá fi 1 síbẹ̀, that means very bad. 2, 3, but 10 is the best. So, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa rí comment here. It is actually 100 days of this government. It is too early, but again, we can say, let's gauge your own take. Motiriyan only 8/10. Thank you so much. That means people are listening and they are, you don't have to be sentimental about it. Personally, groups of people, family, you can decide your own. Èmi á sọ tèmi fún yín as the co-host of the program. But mo fẹ́ kó olúkálùkù sọ tiẹ̀ fún mi. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá wa, ẹ̀yin ìyá wa. Happy new month as the month is still very young. Oṣù kẹsàn-án tí àwọn obìnrin bá ń ṣe ìtọ́fẹ́ bímọ. Very, very important month. The 9th of September. So let's get it. Somebody say 1. Yawa best queen. 1 in 1. That means it's a very, very bad government. He hasn't done much in 100 days. Only change in 200 days. Only change in 1,000 days. Only change in 2 years. But we are talking about the first 100 days of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Àwọn kan comment. Bí ẹ máa ń bẹ̀rù pé wọ́n máa rí comment yìí ni, I don't know. And we are not ghosts. So, tá a bá ṣe program yìí nísìn ẹ ní rí wò. Tí bá jókòó sínú yàrá mi tí mo rán wà lórí study mi tí mo wà lórí ibi tí mo ti ń ṣe nǹkan mi. So coming out is also effort ni. Cause táwọn náà bá wọ pé tá a bá jáde táwọn èèyàn bá respond. Àwọn jẹ́ ń jókòó nílé mi jàre kí máa ṣe fàájì àbí kí máa wo in tó lọ ní ojú títì. So tá a bá ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ máa bá wa communicate. Tá a bá ní kẹ́ bá wa fi comment síbẹ̀ ẹ fi comment sí. It shows that we are not robots. We are human beings. So lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, we are gauging this government. I'm going to play anthem wa. From 1, mo ti rí number 6, mo ti rí number 3. Tó bá ti ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀kan, o tún lè fi sí lẹ́ẹ̀kejì bí a change mind there. Number 1 is the bad one. It's not very good. Number 2, Number 3. So number 10 is the best. So gauging this government in the first 100 days is the reason why we are doing this program right now. And it's only going to be for 1 hour. So at 3 o'clock, today 4, I'm going to end the broadcast. So Konshi program to Mark Bekupo. So let's play our anthem, which is the Yoruba anthem. Our school can play. We know Nigeria is still a country, so there's still the Nigerian anthem, but I won't play Nigerian anthem, maybe by, because she for Nigeria. We might still have the country, but we don't believe in it anymore. And it's our right. It's our fundamental human right. That is why I believe in Nigeria. So I'm going to play the anthem, and then we will start reviewing what other Nigerians are saying in the first 100 days of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let's play the anthem. Good afternoon and welcome once again to the live transmission. And today being the 6th, I hope I'm right with my date. I have to be very sure. No, the 5th. I did the number 6. Actually, number 5. Ọjọ́ karùn-ún nínú oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún 2023. It is now officially 100 days of the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that is currently in India for the G20 summit. My own name is Bola Ahmed Koikimedia, one out of so many Yoruba people that believe in the right to self-determination, that do not accept that we should remain Nigerians because Nigeria is a country that has multiple nations inside it. I welcome you once again so that we can be able to gauge what Nigerians are saying when it comes to this president. Moaki Bubo Moki Babawa Akalamago TV, welcome to the program. Moki Bubo Yawa. Because of the timing, I will not be able to start mentioning your names, but we will try to appreciate you towards the end of the program. As everybody continue to look to what is happening in Nigeria, first let's talk about the former president, Muhammadu Buhari. Muhammadu Buhari, as we have now been told, destroy as much as what is known as Nigeria today. Many Nigerians are asking questions. How did we get to where we are today? And how can we come out of it? Ìbéèrè tí mo fẹ́ bi gbogbo àwọn Nigerians lẹ́ni ni pé, should Bola Tinubu all right, I think that's back. Should Bola Ahmed Tinubu tó bá fix Nigeria tán délẹ̀ to make Nigeria a country that is going to work for every Nigerian? Ìjà tó máa rí irú èèyàn bí Muhammadu Buhari tó máa gba ìjọba lọ́wọ́ Tinubu lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí Tinubu bá ṣèjọba tiẹ̀ tán, even though àìtí mọ̀ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́la after the Presidential Election Tribunal are coming out pẹ̀lú outcome wọn. But èyí tí a gbé dání ní ọ̀sán yìí òun ni pé ǹjẹ́ tí Bola Ahmed Tinubu tó bá ṣe ìjọba yẹn tán tó gbìyànjú pé kí ó ṣe kí Nàìjíríà kó ṣiṣẹ́ níwọ̀nba tó bá lè ṣe tó bá lọ tán ṣé àtún ní irú èèyàn bíi President Muhammadu Buhari tó máa gbàjọba tó tún máa destroy gbogbo tí Bola Tinubu ṣe, because ẹ̀rí ti fi tó wa lọ́wọ́ nísìn pé that àwọn ìjọba Buhari after tó kúrò lórí oyè ó destroy Nigeria economic wise, security. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Nigeria lénìí ìdí tí ẹ ṣe wà backward ni pé wọ́n ní Buhari 8 years ẹ̀ ó destroy economy yẹn. So Tinubu wá fẹ́ rectify problem tí Buhari destroy. Bola Ahmed Tinubu ìyẹn olórí Nigeria ó náà fẹ́ ṣe ìgbìyànjú láti lè revive economy Nigeria kó padà síbi tó wà nígbà tí Buhari ó ti destroy ẹ̀. Ṣé tí Tinubu bá wá ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀tàn tó package ẹ̀ tí Nàìjíríà dá tí wọ́n mọ̀ wá káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìlú tó ń ṣiṣẹ́, ṣé àtúníríró èèyàn bíi Buhari tó tún máa wá destroy gbogbo ẹ̀? Ẹ máa rò lọ́kàn fún èyí tí ẹni ká kíìpù Nàìjíríà, ìyẹn ni mò ń sọ fún yín. Mò ń béèrè lọ́sàn-án yìí fáǹfààní ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, out of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, kí lẹ máa grade the president yìí in 100 days tó ti wà ní ọ́fíìsì. 100 days is still very young. Ó sì ní ọdún mẹ́rin láti fi revive economy Nigeria, láti fi make sure pé àwọn investors wá sínú Nigeria, láti fi make sure pé the whole 36 states is secured. That is the job of the president. But lọ́la àìtí mọ̀ tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́la ó dìgbà tá a bá dé ọ̀la, nítorí pé ọ̀la ni wọ́n máa sọ outcome election tí wọ́n ṣe tí Bola Tinubu fi wọlé. Wọ́n ní ọ̀la ni wọ́n máa ṣe gbogbo judgement ẹ̀. Ibi tó fẹ́ já sí yàn kàn mí, ibikíbi tó bá wùn kó já sí, nítorí pé Nàìjíríà fúnra rẹ̀ gan ti já sínú omi báyìí. So ibi tó bá wùn ni kó já sí lọ́la, ayé ò ní parẹ́ lọ́la. Bó bá já sí A, life will continue. Tó bá já sí B, tó bá já sí C. But àwọn DSS wọ́n ní àwọn kan wọ́n náwọn Yorùbá nation campaigner, wọ́n ní àwọn kan nínú Nàìjíríà wọ́n fẹ́ create anarchy, wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ da Nàìjíríà rú ní ọ̀la. Wọ́n ní àwọn ti rí ẹ̀rí, àmọ́ politician wà láàrin wọn pẹ̀lú àwọn student union àtàwọn different organization, àmọ́ wọ́n fún wa lórúkọ wọn àti picture wọn. So that literally means that in tí agbédání tí a fi ń sọ pé a fẹ́ Yorùbá nation tí wá wà very peaceful, àwọ̀ kì í ṣe jàgídíjàgan bí àwọn tí DSS ń sọ yẹn. In tó kọ̀ wá ń yà mí lẹ́nu ni pé kí ló dé tí DSS ò fún wa ní orúkọ àwọn tó fẹ́ dà lúrú. A rí pé Bọ́lá Tinubu kó tó rìnrìn àjò tó fi lọ sí Indian, ó ṣe ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn tí a mọ̀ sí security operative Nigeria, láti DSS, láti chief of army staff, navy àtàwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Kí ni wọ́n sọ àmọ́, nítorí pé wọ́n ti yàrá ni wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nínú kọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ náà wọ́n fún wa ní kí ni wọ́n sọ. But tí a bá wo inton trend lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn lórí social media, protest kan lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn al-Zakizaki ìyẹn nílùú Àbújá. #revolution now on trend ìyẹn wà lórí social media. #we will revolt against injustice ìyẹn náà trend lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. #all eyes on the judiciary ìyẹn náà ṣe kí ni on trend lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Then #PAT ìyẹn Bola Ahmed Tinubu victory àwọn kan tí ń polongo victory sílẹ̀, then hashtag tó tún trend ẹ̀ ó dà pé wọ́n gba tó ń trend nìyẹn for now, but ibi tá a ṣe lọ́kọ́ nìyẹn, ibi tí a fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà ni mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ lénìí, whether o disagree pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà àbí o agree pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. I'm talking to everybody now. What do you think lórí Bola Tinubu first 100 days? Has it performed to your expectation? Àbí expectation yẹn kò dán mọ́rán as you expected it? We know that as many Nigerians tó wà nílé, àwọn gangan ni wọ́n feel the heat, but àwa tá wà níta náà, we are also feeling the heat because we have to support many of our family back home. Now, as I'm going to play what I picked up from Arise. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń béèrè question lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ nílé, what is their take on the Bola Tinubu first 100 days? And this is what people are saying. Let's listen to them.
President Tinubu's up and
I didn't know what I pressed there. Let's bring that back up again. Okay, we'll go ahead and say.
moved on. Now,
That's done well.
we also Shugaban kasa Bola Ahmed Tinubu rating Zambaka is 3/10.
I rate President Tinubu 0.5/10. I rate Baba 5/10.
On the score of 1 to 10, I will give him 2/10.
So far, I rate President Tinubu a 5/10.
I rate President Tinubu's administration 1/10.
I rate President Tinubu 6/10.
I rate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2/10.
I rate President Tinubu 4/10.
I rate President Tinubu 2/10.
I will vote him 4.5/10.
I rate President Tinubu a 3/10.
I rate him 5/10.
I rate President Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2/10. I will rate President Tinubu 2/10.
I will rate President Tinubu 4/10.
President Tinubu, I will rate you 5/10. I would rate President Tinubu 2.5/10. I rate President Tinubu, our current president, 6/10. Even for the rich this time around, some of them, they are affected because we're meant to understand. Some of them they don't bring their cars outside.
So imagine someone that is like on a 50K salary now, by the time you take away transportation cost, what do you have left? We're barely surviving, like we're even managing ourselves to survive.
So your life has been tough. It's as if the poor are not breathing. Just like you used to say, let the poor breathe. We are not breathing. I can't say the present president is better than the past, and I can't say the past is better than the present.
Large number of Nigerians are yet to even accept him as president in the first place.
Tinubu is not different from Buhari.
This one is like the Pro Max of the other one.
A promise to standardize our education. We expect that to happen. Infrastructure, health service, healthcare delivery. We expect those things to improve. I actually want him to do something about our refineries. At least, if one, which I believe he can do.
We need to work on the education sector and job too.
What I expect from him, a better Nigeria.
So, these are the àwọn tó wà nílé tí wọ́n ti béèrè ìbéèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn. Àwa tá wà ní online, èmi náà wá ń bi wá nísìn pé tabaníká géèjì ìyẹn President Bola Tinubu kílẹ̀ yìí máa fún from 1 to 10. Ṣé 1 lẹ fẹ́ fún ni? Ṣé 2 lẹ máa fún ni? Ẹ bá wa fi sínú comment section yẹn ká lè rí kà. Bí yẹn ti ṣe ń lọ bẹ́ẹ̀, àwa ń bi gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ nínú Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ pé ǹjẹ́ ẹ ṣì ní ìgbàgbọ́ sínú ìjọba yìí lẹ́yìn the first 100 days? Àbí ó sì jẹ́ pé ó sì máa ṣe nítorí pé ìjọba náà kọ́ ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mẹ́yẹ bọ̀ lápò ni. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i mò ń bí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire tó ń bẹ nínú Nàìjíríà, ǹjẹ́ ọkàn yín sì balẹ̀ pé bí direction tí aṣíwájú Bola Ahmed Tinubu tó ń lọ, ǹjẹ́ direction yẹn ó máa lọ síbi tó yẹ kó lọ? Now tí direction yẹn bá wá lọ síbi tó yẹ kó lọ, kátẹ̀ tó kọ́kọ́ lọ síbẹ̀, ẹja tún gbọ́n tó sọ ní bíbá.
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọ̀rọ̀ epo àwọn á di 200 á di mẹ́fà. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀, a máa gbé wálẹ̀. Ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọ̀rọ̀ epo àwọn á di 200 á di mẹ́fà. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀, a máa gbé wálẹ̀. Ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀.
Now wọ́n ti ní kẹ́ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, mo rí 2/10, kódà mo rí 0/10. Àwọn èèyàn ti bínú tán. Àwọn kan ní illegitimate president candidate ní ọ̀la la máa mọ̀ yẹn. So tó bá dọ̀la ìbéèrè tí ọkàn tún bí pé ṣó wà qualify, ṣé Buhari náà wà qualify ni? So ó ti wọlé, tó bá dọ̀la àmọ́ bóyá wọ́n máa yọ bọ̀ ní yọ. So èmi kọ́ lẹ máa bí pé ṣó wà qualify, ẹ lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ INEC nítorí pé Buhari fúnra rẹ̀ gan, ṣé Buhari gan wà qualify? So ìyẹn jẹ́gẹ́ bí ìdáhùn fún èyí tẹ̀ ń béèrè àwọn ìbéèrè bẹ́yẹn, torí kíkà bàbà sọ pé ààrẹ àwọn ìbéèrè yín. Now gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń bẹ ní Nàìjíríà, gbogbo wa náà láti gbọ́ pé ìyẹn Buhari ṣe bàbá bí wọ́n ti ṣe sọ fún wa. Wọ́n ní Buhari ńkọ́, wọ́n ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wàhálà tó dá sílẹ̀ sínú Nàìjíríà òun ló lọ lọ́nkàn yẹn. Tí a bá wo gbogbo àwọn headline tó jáde lénìí, a mọ̀ pé Buhari kọ́ ló wà níbẹ̀ mọ́. Tinubu fẹ́ gbìyànjú láti jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà kó dáa, nítorí pé tí Nàìjíríà bá ṣiṣẹ́, àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà lè rí ayé gbé. Ṣé tí Tinubu bá wá ṣe tán tó kúrò níbẹ̀, ṣé ẹlòmíì bá bọ́ síbẹ̀, ṣé kò ní dàrú? Ìyẹn ẹ bá mú dání sọ́wọ́. Àwọn headline tó jáde lélẹ̀ nípa ṣé bàbá ìyẹn President Muhammadu Buhari, èyí tó ṣe tán tí Bọ́lá Tinubu fi wà níbẹ̀. Business Day sọ pé Ọbásanjọ́ Sanusi criticize Buhari's weak fiscal decision. Àwọn ìbò ńláńlá ti pọ̀ jù. This day Buhari saved Nigeria from graft. Ìyẹn Garba Shehu ta ló bá tẹ̀lé tẹ́lẹ̀. The cable Ọbásanjọ́, I knew Buhari didn't understand economics, but I didn't know it was so reckless. Sahara reporter, I knew Buhari didn't understand economics, but I didn't know it was also reckless. Vanguard, Obasanjo Sanusi blast Buhari over reckless spending. The Guardian, Buhari spent recklessly, lack understanding of economics, says Obasanjo. Now, àtiwá ní olórí mi tó wà ńbẹ̀ nísìn tó no understand economics, ó ti assemble àwọn minister, gbogbo wa náà láti rí wọn, àti rí bàbá wa Wálé Ẹdùn, àti rí Délé Aláké, ìyẹn ti lọ jókòó síbi tí dẹ̀mùdẹ̀mù wà, mineral resources, àti rí former governor of Osun State, Adeboye, anyway, gbogbo wa la mọ̀, àti rí gbogbo wọn tó ti assemble wọn, ministers. Iṣẹ́ wo ni minister máa ń ṣe? Minister ló máa sọ fún president pé níbi àrí Festus Keyamo. Now tí àìtí lè géèjì ìjọba ìdélẹ̀ tán nítorí pé ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ bí Tinubu ṣe ń gbé ẹsẹ̀, ó ń gbé báyìí, ó ń gbé báyìí, ó ń lọ báyìí, ó ń lọ báyìí, ó ó ń lọ báyìí ó ń lọ báyìí ó ń lọ báyìí ó fẹ́ lọ báyìí wọ́n ní no má gbàbẹ̀ yẹn ibà ní kò gbà bí má gbàbẹ̀ má gbà bí. ṣé tí Tinubu bá wá ṣe gbogbo wàhálà yìí tán tó dá judiciary padà síbi tó yẹ kó wà tó dá ibi tí ó yẹ kí ètò wà ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà, ṣé tó bá wá lọ sinmi tó ń wá ń wò báyìí bí Ọbásanjọ́ náà ṣe ń criticize, ṣé ẹni tó máa wọlé lẹ́yìn Tinubu ṣé continuity tí Tinubu ṣe yẹn náà ló máa ṣe àgbo tó máa gbé ìgbésẹ̀ míì? Nítorí pé tá bá mọ̀ nípa football, tí ẹ bá wo máàcì Arsenal àti Manchester, èmi kàn rí ní briefly nígbà tó ń ṣe match of the day, wọ́n rí pé géèmù yẹn ti ń lọ ó ń lọ báyìí gbogbo wọn ti jọ wà ní 1-1. in tí mo kàn máa rí ni pé mo rí pé góò mi ti wọlé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kẹ̀. Now our campaigner for Yoruba nation, our gauge Tinubu from 100 days, àwa ti gauge ahead 4 years, àti gauge ahead 8 years maximum. Tó bá gbìyànjú láti fẹ́ ṣe third term wá gé lẹ́sẹ̀ kàn nígbà Nàìjíríà máa dàrú. That's ti Nàìjíríà gan tó bá dàrú lọ́la bí DSS ṣe ń sọ fún wa, torí mo gbọ́dọ̀ máa kóòtì pé DSS ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe Koikimedia, torí pé lọ́la yìí DSS fi ń tó wa létí pé àwọn kan nínú Nàìjíríà, àwọn olóṣèlú yín wọ́n fẹ́ da Nàìjíríà rú. Bọ́lá Tinubu kẹ̀rẹ́ òun ti lọ sí Indian, so àìsí mo tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́la. But àwa owó 100 days Bọ́lá Tinubu, kò bá ṣe 200 days, kò bá ṣe 1 year, kò bá ṣe 2 years, kò bá ṣe 3 years, kò bá ṣe 4 years, kó tún wá gbé igbá campaign fún second term, kọ́lọ́ ń fún lẹ́mìí gígùn àtàláfíà, kó tún wá ṣe 5th term, 6, 7, 8. So àwa ti prepare mind wa, nítorí pé tí ẹ bá wo in tí wọ́n kọ nípa Buhari nísìn, òun wà reckless. So Tinubu ò ní fẹ́ wà reckless, òun máa fẹ́ ṣe the needful, ó máa fẹ́ make sure pé òun ò fẹ́ lọ ní direction olórí burúkú ṣé bàbá, òun máa fẹ́ lọ ní another direction. Tó bá wá ṣe gbogbo direction yẹn tán tó perfect everything ṣiṣẹ́ tí wọ́n respect wa, ǹjẹ́ a lè padà láti wá sọ pé lẹ́yìn tí Tinubu bá gbé ìjọba sílẹ̀ gbágá tí power ń padà sí north, torí pé power ò ní wá sí south west again after Bola Tinubu, ẹ kọ́kọ́ tutù ẹ̀ dànù. That is always the agreement. Wọ́n rotate power ni. Kódà tó bá jẹ́ pé PDP bá ṣì exist, wọn ò ní gbé power padà wá sí south, wọ́n sì máa fẹ́ push north. Ẹ rí pé PDP wọ́n allow south east, nítorí pé in reality ó yẹ kí power padà sí south east, but south east ò sí lára country no south east, àwọn ará south east àwọn ò sí lára Nàìjíríà mọ́, àti relegate wọn. They are not part of Nigeria anymore. So Nigeria kù sí ọwọ́ Yorùbá àti Hausa Fulani. The question wa ni pé ṣé tí mo kíyàwó Àṣàkẹ́ TV show, ṣé tí Bola Ahmed Tinubu tó bá wá parí 8 years àbí tó kọ́kọ́ ṣe 4 years tán tó padà wá, ǹjẹ́ a lè fi òǹtẹ̀ sí pé gbogbo tí Bola Tinubu bá ṣe to protect and bring investors, ǹjẹ́ àwọn investors yẹn ò ní to pack away? Let's read a little bit about why Buhari was a reckless bastard. Nítorí pé èmi kọ́ ni mò ń sọ, this is what we are being told as of today. So if anybody bá ń sọ pé Buhari did not do well, Tinubu òun láníyàn láti ṣe dáadáa, torí pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá a nífẹ̀ẹ́ aráàlú. So Tinubu ní human sympathy, ó fẹ́ fix Nigeria fún Nigerians so that Nigerians can enjoy Nigeria. Now my question is not 100 days, but mo rí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín MixLR is not audible. Okay, mo ń bọ̀, mo ní láti lọ check it because apparently it's meant to be. Ẹ ṣé gan ni for calling us to the attention, even though at a run I know it's on, But let's just let me go and adjust it because I have a programming. Mumbo, learn concede. While we are going to go and check that, maybe my laptop you was CB by. There's more progress in learning. So let's get this going and then I'll come back. Arabani Gowo. Kolomba wa pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ kó bá wa dá sí. The mixer should be back now. I think it should be back now. Okay, my brother Ibiyemi Olabawa pẹ̀lú ní gbogbo Benin Republic. Àwọn oníṣẹ́ méjì ju Yorùbá nation lọ. Kò bá ṣe 100 days, kó ṣe 300 days, kó ṣe 365 days times 8. Bola Tinubu will leave after 2031. Bola Tinubu has the first 4 years. Ó máa kọ́kọ́ parí yẹn ní 2027. So it's not about the 100 days. Our campaigner for Yoruba Nation, our foresee long distance, 100 days. But you have the right. Latifi, the first 100 days. What is your take on this government? You don't have to be biased. 1 to 10. Let us hear from you.
Sunday, òrìṣà tí ó ṣe bọ́pọ̀ ọmọdé mọ́ ni ṣe bí yẹn ò ọmọ làgbẹ̀dẹ ẹ̀bà lè jẹ́ ẹ̀bọ̀nà jẹ́ Adéyẹmí yóò máa sọ kọ̀ọ̀kan láì dá kìkì orí tó máa kọ́ ni wípé Yorùbá lè ṣe ìlọ́gbọ̀n ìgbàkiri ẹ̀dá bí lè ṣọ̀wọ́ òye ó máa gbọ́dọ̀ òye.
Ọmọ Yorùbá
ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ká rórí.
Ọ̀bẹ ká rórí o. Ìtọ́fẹ́ jẹ ní sílùú kan lọ́wọ́
ọjọ́ wo ni wọ́n dalẹ̀ ìfẹ́ tán gangan.
Ó tán tì láíláí.
Àwọn kan sáré kó lè dẹ̀ra. Èrè bó bàjẹ́ kókó mi làwọn kan sá. Ṣó dára kí dẹ́ aṣọ ìwà lọ́kù. Yorùbá ìrònú kẹ́lọ́ fi mọ ṣọ̀kan. Ọ̀nà ló pọ̀ fún Yorùbá. Mo máa gbọ́dọ̀ wọ̀.
And let's come back into the program torí pé ní time púpọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ kan sí pé akọ́sàn níbi tá a bá wà. Now ẹ jẹ́ ká ka reason tí wọ́n ṣe sọ pé Buhari was a reckless bastard. That government destroyed the economy. But Tinubu fẹ́ fix economy yẹn padà. That is the job of the government. The government has the right to bring back the glory of Nigeria. And that is exactly what this government is planning to do. I'm talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But subject to whatever is going to happen tomorrow, I don't know what is going to happen. Everybody can say different things. But whatever it is, the world is not going to calm down. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré kan tí wọ́n sọ nípa Buhari according to the Guardian. Buhari spent recklessly. Òyìnbó yẹn ó ṣe pàtàkì, ó ṣe kókó, recklessly, not reckless, recklessly. So that means pé Buhari kàn ya paper for everybody. Kó lè ṣe project ó yá gbà 1 billion. Ṣé rántí pé Niger $2 billion of owó Nigeria ó ti há báyìí. Bí a ẹ̀ tí mọ̀. Because wọ́n fẹ́ gbé train kan láti Nigeria lọ sí Niger. Bí mo ti ṣe bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí nísìn, project yẹn ti stop. Kò lọ síwájú, kò lọ sẹ́yìn. Owó ti há, contractor tó ti gba owó díẹ̀. Torí pé kò likely pé relationship ta ní pẹ̀lú Niger nígbà tí Buhari wà níbẹ̀, a máa ní lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nígbà tí Tinubu wà níbẹ̀ nísìn. Ìyẹn jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ project tí wọ́n náà ṣe nígbà tí Buhari wà níbẹ̀, a ti wá rí pé irọ́ panta ló ń bẹ níbẹ̀. He also lack understanding of economics. So that means pé Bola Tinubu, ìyẹn president ti sìn, òun fẹ́ ní understanding economics. Ó ti fi àwọn experts síbẹ̀, àwọn former governor, àwọn jẹgúrújẹrá governor àti governor tó perform àti tó perform, ó kó gbogbo wọn síbẹ̀ as part of his cabinet. So àti lè judge Tinubu fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, àwa gbọ́dọ̀ máa prepare mind àwọn èèyàn pé in the next 4 years by 2027 Tinubu ṣe dáadáa kò ṣe dáadáa is not the issue. Mo kí bàbá wa tí ẹ̀ ń wọlé lọ́tún lósì àtẹ̀yìn ya wa, ẹ má bínú àfi dárúkọ torí àlásìkò tó pọ̀ torí program yìí ní timing. Ìbéèrè ni pé bó bá wù Tinubu kó fix Nàìjíríà, kó make sure pé Nàìjíríà ṣiṣẹ́. Ó ti recall gbogbo ambassador tí Buhari fi síbẹ̀ títí kan UK ambassador, gbogbo wọn gbọ́dọ̀ padà sílé by October 30 the latest, apart from the United Nations representative of Nigeria. Nítorí pé Bọ́lá Tinubu náà tún gbéra bó ṣe ń ṣetán ní G20 báyìí, ó tún lọ sí United Nations General Assembly, ó máa lọ address Bọ́lá Tinubu àìtí mọ̀ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́la o ọ̀dà ibẹ̀ kọ́ là ń lọ. Now, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has said the immediate President Muhammadu Buhari, dead or alive, spent recklessly due to his lack of understanding of economics. Kí ni Buhari fẹ́ understand tẹ́lẹ̀? Sego Beni, Malani now, Fudede, ọmọ Fúlàní. But a máa rò pé Buhari pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn tó package tó kó jọ, economics, finance, minister of this, minister of that. Amechi, mo rántí Amechi olè ọmọ Igbo. Amechi, tó jẹ́ kó pa Dr. Chinelo ní Abuja Kaduna train track. Amechi ti jẹun sókè. Ǹjẹ́ mọ̀ ẹ má bínú gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń wọlé àfi dárúkọ bọ̀ gbogbo yín ni mò ń kí lọ́tún lósì. Ṣé mọ̀ pé recklessly yẹn mí pé Buhari kàn díṣòwò káàkiri, díṣòwò síbí, díṣòwò sọ̀hún. Obasanjo, in an exclusive interview with the Cable, while reacting to the current state of the economy in Nigeria, economy of Nigeria, ó ti dẹ̀gbẹ́ báyìí, ó ti dẹ̀gbẹ́ báyìí. Economy Nigeria, mo wo tí mo lè fi ṣàpèjúwe. Daddy, this is Nigeria. Nigeria lele. Okay? Nigeria lele. In 1960. Any regional government tó ṣiṣẹ́, northern region, southern region, eastern region, everybody they develop. But right now, the Nigerian economy it don't go like that. And it don't go like that. It don't pafuka. Go straight. And it did go straight in a way we have àwọn èèyàn níbẹ̀ tí what it destroy. And they are not likely to tell you the truth. But láàrin ẹ̀, àwọn òtítọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan máa jáde. A ti ń sọ tipẹ́ pé economy Nigeria is in danger. And that is why Bola Tinubu wants to do everything possibly best to revive that economy. Bola Tinubu wants to make sure that he can bring the Nigerian economy back, at least to a par. But Ouna Tisokwe is going to take some time. Why is the economy bad? It's not just because of Buhari, it's because we're honest that Nigeria is not one country. Nigeria is full of many countries, and that is why today different people will say Nigeria economy is going to come back because we now have, you know, when you have a new president, it also helps the market. I know that the market can react. When America is going for election next year, you will see the market. Amalobai. We don't know who is going to be the candidate for the both party. But what we can say is that the present Nigeria economy is not going to anywhere more than the fact that it has been destroyed. What it destroyed, Buhari destroyed that economy. Now, let's go and listen to this this video. Tinubu can get Nigerian economy to $1 trillion. I love when they are, optimistic. Yes, that is where Nigeria is meant to be. Anyway, the Nigerian economy is meant to be talking about $1 trillion, just like South Korea. Because the South Korea is about 1-point-something trillion. So, Bola Tinubu should also be talking about trillions to bring the Nigerian economy back. $1 trillion. The question, Timothy Bibobo, and Omo Nigeria, ni pe, can Bola Tinubu government in 8 years, even though we don't want to be mentioning 8 years on our platform, because he only has the mandate to the 4 years, subject to tomorrow. But let's listen to this. Moki gbogbo ale nkan se. Bí mo ti ṣe ń kí ọmọdé ni mo ń kí àgbàlagbà, ni mo ń kí arúgbó. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́, this video is for Arise. Let's just listen to it. Of course, with us, Mr. Tilewa Adebajo, CEO of the CFK Advisory Group, joining us to discuss further. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Roberto.
Good to have you to kick off the week. What do you make of those aspirational goals? What's the pathway to get us there?
Very lofty targets,
yeah.
You must say. The Policy Advisory Council consisted of Senator Tokunbo Abiru, who chaired it. Dr. Yemi Cardozo was also there.
Okay. Let me quickly give you the breakdown that I can see here. This is the expectation from this government. The expectation is that double Nigeria economy to $1 trillion. Show me possible. If it's in the comment section. 7% annual GDP growth. Show me possible. Yes or no. If it's in the comment section. Lift 100 million people out of poverty. Show my possible. If it's in the comment section, do you think that this government can lift 100 million people out of poverty? Show my possible. If it's in the comment section. Let's continue again. Mokibuguale can say once again.
Zuberu, I think
again, create 50 million new jobs. Boya Omar recruit once in no army, I don't know. Be Emishe Murabai, because we need a lot of security anyway, so that we can protect and defend the territorial of the sovereignty of Nigeria. Can Bola Tinubu create 50 million jobs in 8 years? Because his predecessors, Olori Buruku Buhari, destroyed the Nigerian economy. Iyelobe, Mutu Parabo, Lenkonsi, can Bola Tinubu deliver, according to what we're reading here, deliver a sustained inclusive growth? This is what they're discussing. Let's play the audio again.
CEO and Dr. Doris Anite, and they use KPMG as consultants. So very detailed work they have done. So what remains now is the implementation.
And can you how as far?
I love that word. Sherry, we have the brains. The brain power in Nigeria cannot be taken to anywhere. There will be brain power. We have the brain power. It is easy to talk, but can this be brought into implementation? Create 50 million jobs. Is it possible? How? We don't want to read it on the paper. We don't want to read it on a slide, a presentation. No. Can Bola Tinubu create 50 million jobs in 8 years? Can Bola Tinubu make sure that Nigeria has a double digit? Can he also lift out of 130 million Nigerians, lift 100 million out of poverty? Are we also thinking about the next government that will take over? Remember that they were pointing finger at PDP for 16 years. Those ones were bastards. They actually destroyed Nigeria as well. But when Buhari came in, Buhari was pointing finger. Oleni PDP, Oleni PDP, Oleni PDP. For 4 years. After 4 years, they went back from change to next level. Next level, Buhari came back again. You would thought that Nigerians will have common sense to take him out. But no, because they like when they hear this kind of sound. This music sound. You know, Nigerians love sound. Like this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I want the beat. Oh yeah, Wasiu. Oh yeah, Wasiu. That is the sound the Nigerian love. Wasiu. Implementation yema shele. Because Wasiu no lo kọrin fún Olórí Burúkú Buhari. Ẹrántí Wasiu oríṣiríṣi orin ló kọ fún Buhari say baba. Now let's come back. When they are talking, we are talking about the implementation. It is easy to just give us slide and paper and all that, but can Bola Tinubu do all this? Let's go back again to the business report 1 month ago on Arise Television.
Implementation is concerned, what pathway are we looking at? Is it fiscal, monetary policy? Which way are they going to take to get there?
Well, it's interesting how they've looked at it. And I think what they've done is that they've looked at how they're going to coordinate fiscal policy, monetary policy, industry, trade and investment.
Okay.
And then they're going to...
That industry that he's just talking about is not a joke. If Nigeria do not have functioning industry, not in Lagos, not in Aba, not in Kaduna, not in Kano, we must have industry cluster in all the 36 states and in all the 774 local government. If there's no industry, Bola Tinubu cannot create 50 million jobs. That is why we are saying that don't create any job for anybody. Let us talk about the dissolution of this country. for those of us campaigner for Yoruba Nation. Once again, let's go back again. They are talking about industry, big grammar.
To coordinate that with the capital markets. But what is interesting about this is that they actually also set up a performance and delivery unit. And what they're saying is that
performance and delivery unit. Remember that Osibajo every time is asked this pen. Economy policy, this policy. Osibajo was part of Buhari's government that destroyed Nigeria. He was a professor. Osibajo was a professor. Osibajo was a professor in Lagos State, because you are part of those that watch Koikimedia a lot. Shout out to you all. Osibajo was a professor and he was sharing different role. But the only role that Buhari did not give Osibajo was for Osibajo to go and represent Nigeria outside, because Olori Buruku Buhari, he loved to go on the presidential aircraft. I don't know whether when he's there, they inject him and he's already sleeping like a dead man. Because Kosi outing, even the smallest outing, Buhari is already on the air with the president. Maybe nígbà tí wọ́n bí Buhari, àwọn family ẹ̀, generation ẹ̀, wọ́n ti sọ fún pé ìjọ́kíjọ́ tó bá ti lè di ọ̀gá, láti di ẹni tí ó máa di apàṣẹ, make sure you travel around the world. Buhari loved traveling. Dead, alive, we don't know. Because it is the only president in the world that people are doubting whether is the real Buhari or the dead Buhari. Even himself also say, I think people think I am dead, but this is me. How do we know it is you? Because we are living in a world where they can replicate another Buhari and present it to us. Don't tell me it's not possible. Toban Sobe, that means it's more advancing IBT technology. Let's come back again to the 8 years of Tinubu promising $1 trillion. And after $1 trillion, another Fulani man comes and spends all the money and we start all over again. I hope you are getting the message. The message is, when the next president comes in, he will first and foremost remove everybody Tinubu put there, because those are Yoruba people and he doesn't want Yoruba people to be there. Own people go trust in any other person apart from our tier. And that is why we can see Yoruba people there, and probably put some Igbo there, put some Hausa there. But majority of the people in the government today are Yoruba people. Yes, I am a Yoruba man. But Tinubu ba ti ṣetán, bí Tinubu náà ṣe assemble gbogbo Yorùbá síbẹ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni Fulani ṣe máa assemble the next people there when they leave power. I mean, when Tinubu finish. So èyí tí ẹ̀ ń sọ pé Tinubu wants to fix Nigeria, build the economy. Oh yes, we want him to build the economy for the next Fulani man that will destroy the same economy. Let's go back.
Make the performance and delivery unit a cabinet level position.
Okay.
So that basically the monitoring of this can also be very effective. And what they're also saying is that they're going to also have a body that is going to be chaired by the president, who is going to...
I love that. They will have another body that will be shared. Just like Osibajo was sharing so many body. Hey, he's a professor of law. He's very young, very intelligent. You know, he's part of the... Osibajo was part of the Tinubu brought up. Eventually, Mokin Babami, Dr. Mike Ola. Lady Nisi, Tinubu cannot even go and bring Osibajo because he doesn't trust Osibajo, because Osibajo was part of those that destroyed that country. Let's first go back again on that article. Obasanjo granted this interview with Cable while reacting to the current state of the economy. We are talking about the economy of Nigeria now. We are talking about the economy that was destroyed by the dead or alive Buhari. One of the challenges that President Tinubu administration is faced with is the issue of the external debt inherited from Osibajo and Buhari and all their ministers and cabinet. So, tẹ́ bá ń sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ self-determination, tẹ́ bá ń sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ Yoruba nation, it is no problem. But can Tinubu deliver is the question. Fenyomo, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all this APC, and the people that fall in love because you can go and just read on what Sheyi Tinubu is putting on Instagram. That does not create a job, okay? Look at me very well. All these things where Sheyi Tinubu they write, all this motivational talk where they put, they read them as well. It does not create a job. What creates a job is for his father to make the country to work for 8 years. Listen to me. In totally making Nigeria to work is for Tinubu, as he's going to the G20, to tell them to come and invest in Nigeria so that it can create the 50 million jobs for Nigerians and lift 100 million people out of poverty. In 8 years, Tinubu expire his government after 8 years in 2031. Just like we are now reviewing Olori Buruku Buhari, how it destroyed the economy of Nigeria. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Mo kí ọmọdé, mo kí àgbàlagbà. And I welcome you into the program. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, the external debt in Nigeria today is growing very fast. And that is why they are saying that for us to be a superpower, we must have the first thing, which is called enough reserve in terms of our forex, which we don't have. Let's go back. Speaking at this year Nigerian Bar Association annual conference in Abuja, President Bola Tinubu declared that Nigeria will no longer sustain an economic philosophy that ensures the wastage of 90% of its revenue on external debt services. We have not even started paying the debt. What we are paying right now is what we call the interest. Some debt. Is just the interest. Let's go further. Now, in his reaction, Obasanjo pointed out he did not spend much when he got debt relief, but called out President Buhari for alleged reckless spending. Bola Tinubu said the other day that it was unacceptable that he would spend 90% of the revenue to service the debt. Let me break that down to my understanding, okay? We have 100%, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Out of 100, we are using 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 to service the debt. That means pay 10% to cook ni wọ́n fi run Operation Nigeria to save and make sure that every Nigerians in that block called 200 million can survive. Bola Tinubu is now saying he's not going to do that, which is very good. If he's not going to do that, how is he going to fund servicing the debt if he doesn't want to use 90%? Because to below 90%, that means that me and you, we are still going to come back after 60 years to continue to pay the debt. There's nothing wrong in borrowing. Government must borrow to fund projects. But we can now see that Olori Buruku Buhari took out so many loans that we have now found out that he knew nothing about economics with his short man devil called Osibajo. Because the impression they gave us was Osibajo was the one that will be making things to work. We now realize that Osibajo cannot come out. He's shame. He came to London. I was running after him on Sakakiri. What that he get through Abewo do fi sajade lo. Osibajo could not come out from a building that he was addressing Nigerians and international community. He could not come out and face us. He had to run away. Short man devil. Let's go back again. Do you think that anybody will give you a debt relief today? So many Nigerians think that we can get another debt relief we are not going to get any debt relief. We must continue to service our debt. If not, your naira will continue to fall and depreciate faster. You will be like Ilu Olowa in South America. I think is I can't remember of it now. Whether Paraguay, one of those countries, they have a lot of crude oil, but their economy is worse than tissue paper. So Ayiti Eshiri, that naira in 1,000 to $1, in 1,180 to a pound. Let me say this, by the time Tinubu finish, you might be talking about 3,000 naira to $1. The former military leader also added that even if Tinubu meets with Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, France President Emmanuel Macron, it will not solve our problem. The question is, what is going to solve the problem so that we can have a better Nigeria for those of you that believe in better Nigeria? Because I don't believe in better Nigeria. We have lost the opportunity to have built the kind of Nigeria that we want when the crude oil was being sold and Olori Buruku Babangida kò ní dìde tó máa fi kú. Orí ìjókòó yẹn ló máa jókòó sí. Babangida will not be able to stand up like this as we saw him as a fitted military man. Orí ìjókòó yẹn ló máa wà títí tó máa fi jáde láyé. I don't pray for him to die now, but he will never stand on that feet again, just as we saw him as a brilliant military man. When they were selling the crude oil, remember the Samuel Doe, the Liberia War, no, the Gulf War. They were pumping crude oil. All the 5 billion that Abacha money is from the crude oil sales. If I'm given the opportunity to penetrate into the gas and oil, I will be a billionaire within 2 months. Why do you think Alakija and all those people are rich today? Why do you think Otedola they are rich? It's because of the crude oil resources that they are funding. If you can buy Lamborghini, how much is Lamborghini? You will buy 10 Lamborghini, you will not even feel a pinch of it. Anytime that phone is going to go there, go join another platform. So when we are talking about the economy, build in Nigeria, I always use Turkey. I know some of you have never been there. I pray you will travel there one day. It's a country that I love to visit all the time, if I have the opportunity. When they had money, serious money, they built the economy that they love. We know that the reason why their economy is going down as well is because of America. There's no doubt about that. There's a friction between the US and Turkey. And I saw the Turkey Prime Minister Erdogan with the Russia yesterday on a visit. Everybody's trying to get Russia to come and continue to invest. When you go to Turkey today, you will not know that their economy is bad. Àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé o ti lọ rí, wàá wá mọ̀ pé owó tó fi ṣẹ́ lérà yìí is becoming very for the Turkish people. They are squeezed, but they can eat 3 square meals a day because many international tourism or tourists are still traveling down there for business. You know why? Nígbà tí wọ́n ní owó tó pọ̀. Do you know what they were doing? They were building industries. The next time I travel down there, I might take you down to 1 or 2 industries. It's a place that I have been going for some time. You will now realize that kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ ní Turkey tó need láti lọ sí China. Why do you think Nigerians decided to go to Turkey than to China? Because it was cheaper for them and they will get the same quality. Ties ló fẹ́ ni, materials ló fẹ́ ni, kò wá sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ní Turkey tí wọ́n ní ṣe fún ẹ. Ibi tí Nigeria ti lost ẹ nìyẹn. Because when Nigeria was making a lot of money from the crude oil sales, Olori Buruku gbogbo wọn, they were keeping the money away instead of building the kind of Nigeria of our dreams. When we had the money, they should have built clusters of industries, every part of the 774 local government. And then what we will be doing today now is just, as the economy around the world is dropping, we will still be among the country of the world that people can easily say, I want to go to Nigeria and produce 30 containers full of this material and ship it outside. Rather, today, as you produce it in coin, I will produce a latita, I will be in Nigeria. And you think that Bola Tinubu can then bring the industrialized nation in 8 years? No be juju be that. This is what Turkey did. When their money was very strong, they were building the people, building this, the society. And as of today, many people, I bet you, if you are given an opportunity, the only difference there is that Nigerians living there, they don't give them, hardly you will get a work permit. And when you get a work permit, you will work in the industry. You are not going there to work as a banker, okay? Look at me very well. Bank. You will be working in their industry. That should have been where Nigeria is. Many African countries should have come down to our own end and be working in the industry while we will be the boss. Today, many Nigerians today are working below par under China or Chinese citizens that are prisoners in Nigeria, and Indian and Lebanese. I don't think some of you understand the game that the world is playing with us. You think we hate the government. Nigerians that are traveling to Turkey and Africans, I felt very bad. My very first trip to Turkey some few years back is a helicopter that is flying all over my head. My first trip to Turkey, I started seeing Africans selling on the street. Also gidi, brother, you want this? Try it. But why is it like this? Because all the Africans in Turkey are not given a job. Do you know that those Africans should have been coming to Nigeria to work, just like they were coming in the 80s? We had the Ghanaians, they were coming as a teacher. Primary school. We had the Ghanaian teacher up to primary school. So 5 billion of Abacha money should not be money we should be seeing. We should be seeing that in the industry, cocoa industry, mango industry, textile we know we had textile, we had cotton. But the reason why all these never worked as well is because Nigeria we thought was a country, but now we realize that it was never a country. We never knew then when Nigeria was a country. So when you talk about the first 100 days of Bola Tinubu, we are already thinking ahead of the 8 years of Bola Tinubu that will expire in 2031. And by that time, Bola Tinubu will be 87 years old, according to his age record. So when we are talking about the economy, a lot of you, expectation is high. Oh yes, we want him to do that by giving you the hope. Just like Buhari gave you the hope. Buhari hope. Buhari gave many Nigerians hope. Because even with the diaspora, do you know how many people that relocated back to Nigeria when Buhari came to power? Some of them returned back and said, no, this government is not serious. A lot of them now as well are still thinking, should Tinubu no law in that direction? Or should we go and assist him and help him? So let's go back again, because it's now 4 o'clock. And I promise that this video should not be more than an hour.
Coordinating Minister of the Economy to be able to coordinate all this that will be chaired directly by the president. And they're trying to kick this off by giving the president some powers. Yeah. And what they're proposing is that they're going to pass an emergency economic reform bill to grant the president special powers to drive the economic reforms. So what's going to happen is that basically we're going to wait for this bill because they're looking to do a lot of landmark reforms to be able to drive this growth. So yes, and then of course fitting square pegs in square holes, and round pegs in round holes is going to be very important.
How do you think on the fiscal side they can get that done? Is that focusing, like Tayo Oyedele of PwC is a chair of a tax committee that was announced last week. On the fiscal side, what do you think needs to happen?
Well, that's fine. I think when looking at what they're doing on the fiscal side, we know they have to look at the Oronsai report. We've seen all the things they're doing. And obviously, with all these reforms, you need to set a lot of those subcommittees.
Now, it's good that the government wants to set the reform, but there are also ants and kokoro that will destroy the government. It is everywhere in the world. It's not just Nigeria. But the reason why Tinubu will not be able to manage everything is because there are some people that do not want Nigeria to progress. Why do you think Gabon, with 2 million people, cannot live a better life with the amount of resources that they have? Because there's what they call the external force outside. Everybody knows them. Gabon. Gabon has what it takes that every of their citizens do not need to work. Our foreign just like a lot of you that goes to Dubai, every diaspora that travels to Dubai, apart from if you are very lucky, highly educated a little bit in some sector, maybe in the medical especially, they love us as, in the medical line. They know that Nigerians are very intelligent, so they might employ you. But we are talking about that small percentage. But the rest of us, we will work in that little corner, McDonald's, KFC, cleaning tables. Why can't we do the same thing in Nigeria? Why do you think that all these KFC, McDonald's, why can't they bring them to Nigeria so that we can be cleaning the table? Chicken Republic, there's so many of them there. Even those ones kick out 2 boys because they were singing. But many Nigerians hope is not 100 days. Our campaigner for Yoruba Nation, all we are saying is that Bola Tinubu first 100 days means nothing to us. We are concerned that whatever his agenda in his own heart to build the Nigeria that we want, that will be destroyed very, very quickly, very, very fast. Because why? There are some people and their agenda is to Islamize Nigeria. That game is already playing within the Yoruba land. This has been something that many people have been talking about. There's just this agenda. There's this agenda. And that agenda is to keep everybody in Nigeria and probably be the kind of Islam that they want. Again, there are some people doing that work from outside. If you think that terrorism is gone, it is not yet over until it's over. But one thing I can remind us is that the Nigeria of your dream would definitely not happen, even with Tinubu there. The agenda to Islamize Nigeria is not going yet. It does not matter how much Tinubu put Yoruba people in Ibe. Yeah, Venezuela. I think it's Venezuela I was looking for there. Thank you so much. Venezuela has so much crude oil. Go and look at their currency. It's like tissue paper. When we are saying that we want self-determination, it's because we can see ahead. I'm just going to wind this up. Let's listen to
a security threat to not just them.
Comrade Kunle Olawumi. This was 2 years ago. Again, the same thing that Dr. Malafia told us, that there are some people in the government. They are still in this government. It doesn't matter whether it's now Tinubu. They are still in the government, whether behind the scene or in the front. And the agenda is to try to Islamize every single one of us. Let's listen to him, and I'm going to start bringing the program to an end.
Also the people around the environment.
Yeah, Mape, I may also shock you that some cadets have been abducted before now. And when they took these cadets away, and they demanded for ransom, as low as 400,000 naira at that time. The cadets were released after the ransom were paid. And the cadet told them that where they took them to, that they could hear the parade going on in NDA, that they were not taken far away from NDA. That every morning they hear the parade and the programs going on in NDA.
These are the people
while they were in
kidnapped.
the camp of the terrorists. You are right. These people live around NDA. It's about social-cultural issue. As long as you're a Muslim and you speak Fufude or Hausa, you can do whatever you like and fraternize with the military and go in and out of the barracks. You are saying that the attack did not happen on Friday. Of course, it will not happen on Friday, but they have enough time to carry out surveillance. They have enough time to have insiders that will work with them. The problem is that journalists should go around our military institution this Friday and carry their cameras and see the decadence, the security breach that goes on every Friday.
What is going to happen is Bola Tinubu is going to block all that. We know that. Gbogbo nonsense tó ń ṣe nígbà tí Buhari wà níbẹ̀, Bola Tinubu máa block it. But are you concerned that after Bola Tinubu leave 8 years, are we going to see the replica of what took place during the reign of Buhari, just as Malafia told us? And this is going to be the last video, and then we're going to start bringing the program to an end. Thank you so much for those of you that have joined.
Let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits.
Okay.
We have met with some of their high commanders.
Okay.
One or two who have repented.
Okay.
They have sat down with us.
Okay.
Not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria.
I'm sure the governor is not dead yet.
Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing.
There's nothing called bandits. They are one. Sophisticated network.
During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown.
Okay.
Moving ammunitions, moving logistics,
okay,
moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings,
okay,
they will move to phase 2.
What is the phase 2?
The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities.
They will come out,
going from house to house, killing prominent
as many as they can kill.
I can tell you, this is the game plan.
Don't joke with him.
By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
Let me pause that. As I wanted DSS in Solele, is the DSS still referring back again to the people that are planning to destroy Nigeria? Your guess is as good as mine. This is how far we can go. My name is Olami Koiki. First 100 days, you can still put it in the comments. 1 to 10, how do you gauge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? As today is now the first 100 days. The Yoruba campaign continue in New York, when there is going to be the outing from the 19th of September this month at the United Nations General Assembly. And I hope a lot of us are preparing for that. Once again, we appreciate every one of you that have joined us this afternoon, and as those of you that are going to watch it later on. My name is Olami Koiki. I'm checking out now. Have a very good afternoon, a very good evening at exactly 12 minutes past 1600 hours. Yoruba Nation, no going back. Yoruba Nation is not going back. We say no going back, no going back. Because Bola Tinubu will complete his term, and that means we will all still remain in Nigeria. We don't want that. And on that note, I think I just need to say a very good afternoon and enjoy the rest of the day. If we can come back out later, we do. If otherwise, it will be tomorrow. Bye for now.
Kashishe,
Good afternoon. Bye for now.